Many people believe this latest chapter in Picher's 93-year history is the final blow to a town that has slowly been fading away for years. New at 5, News on 6 anchor Terry Hood takes a look back at what is truly a unique story. Terry.
Craig, from the vast mines that supplied bullets to thousands of servicemen to an environmental disaster, and now lives shattered by the storm, Picher is no stranger to sorrow. Picher residents come face to face with yet another challenge, this one brought by the deadly winds of an EF4 tornado. A challenge is what the folks here know all too well. The town got its start in 1915. It was founded by the Picher Mining Company after large amounts of lead and zinc were discovered in northeast Oklahoma. From the prairies of the Quapaw Nation, Picher grew into a town of 16,000 before World War II. 300 miles of caverns were dug under the Oklahoma soil as the mining operation became a source of pride.
Man's engineering skill and ingenuity have been applied to constantly improve the methods of extracting the zinc and lead.
But the years of mining began to take their toll.
That hole is over 200 feet deep.
First came the cave-ins. This one in 1967 was as big as a football field.
Well, the biggest danger, I think, is from the possibility of young folks falling in them that might be playing near the shafts or, in some cases, livestock or animals.
The mines eventually closed in the 1970s, but other problems were just beginning to surface. The area's watershed had become contaminated by the heavy metals exposed by the mines. Picher's children were the first to feel the effects of lead poisoning, reaching levels that were 10 times more than other children across the state.
What we see here is behavioral problems and learning difficulties.
One of the first plans was to replace the residents' soil and dirt. When that failed, the government began looking to move everyone out and close down the town. The buyout became official just 3 months before Picher's neighborhoods went from looking like so many others across the state to a disaster area where property lies in ruins and lives are turned inside out. Now, according to the Picher Housing Authority, 294 residents have accepted the buyout, with the average check for each homeowner of a little more than $62,000. But of course, Craig and Lori, a handful of people have rejected the buyout altogether. And you know, those ties run deep. Some of them still think the federal government should just back off and let people stay and keep their hands out of it.
And now with all this thrown in, it just makes it so much more complex.
It really does. It's a very difficult situation there.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.